Hi, Saggies, and welcome to August 2025. Yes, it's going by fast. So, let's see what's going on for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. For August, we'll get a karmic thread card that we're working on from another lifetime. Oh, I love it. The arts. Guitars, music, sound waves, binaural beats in this lifetime, let's just say. You are very, very much attracted to music. You love music. You may even play the guitar or piano, or you've taken lessons in this lifetime, or you're very much connected with someone who does. Sound waves are very much literally the wave of what's going on in terms of healing in this life as we speak, actually. As well as if you've ever thought of the sound in our vocal cords, our strands of the strings of our vocal cords also hold the history of our lineage and that of our not only our families, but that of the other lives and or lifetimes that we've had. So there's a lot of, it's like the memories. It's like memories of sound. It's kind of like this. This is how they want me to put it. It's kind of like you're in the grocery store, you hear a song and it brings you back to a memory from childhood. The same type of situation comes in our vocal cords, right? We may hear something, we may speak it in the same tone that it was once received or once given. I mean, I know that may sound deep, but it's true. Right? And what that means to you, right? You may love concerts in the park, love the Hollywood Bowl. I bring that up because it's my favorite venue. So you may like to go to concerts and different venues and check those out. Your music tastes may be, just a wide variety of concertos and or rock and roll or country, It's like you may not have, in this lifetime, you may not have like a preference, but if you do, that means something of your history as well, obviously. Okay, all right, let's go. I'll push that up. Saggies. Wow. Nine of Swords, Queen of Swords, and the Death and Rebirth. Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, Saggies. I guess the energy that I pull that is really important to emphasize, because you're probably needing to get over this big time and heal. But Spirit wants to bring it to your attention once again. And that's that Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone's not sleeping at night. It could be the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So between the two Saggies, between you and, let's just say, an ex, boyfriend, ex-lover, ex-wife, ex-husband, whatever, this person can't sleep at night knowing that it's over. And that works both ways. But this is depicting the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's almost as if, how could I put it? It's like, who gets the memo first when an ending happens? Is it the feminine that gets the message first, or is it the masculine? how I mean it is, what I mean is, and how it's perceived as, however an ending of a relationship happened, there's residual to someone like, oh my God, they just feel like, or they wake up one morning, or they can't sleep at night thinking that Sagittarius is not in my life anymore. Or you're saying that about the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's like that. It's like an awakening, if you will, of my God, this is real. And some of you may have dealt with a continuous, like, staying up at night asking yourself, why did this happen? What did I do wrong? What, blah, 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 this and that and that. So someone is like getting that, you know, it's kind of like a tower moment where it's a realization that it's like it's for real. And maybe you're dreaming about this person. If you're sleeping, or whoever's not sleeping is obviously not dreaming. But if you are the one sleeping, because this looks like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is having the, let's say, nightmares. Or, I'm sorry, nightmares in their mind versus nightmares in their sleep. I think that's how it's going down. I think you're having nightmares in your sleep and they're having it in their mindset. Their frame of mind, I should say. That this is over, it's been over. It really happened, you know. I wasn't dreaming that they left. They really did leave. And, you know, dealing with it. This energy has been around a long time. Some of you do have, it is about, you know, this was your person. You thought you were gonna, if you weren't married to him, you thought you were gonna get married and live happily ever after. Some of you said, oh my God, this is my twin. How could this happen? How could this have happened? So you're still kind of reeling that in. How could this have happened? Right? Some of you didn't see it coming, or they didn't. And wanting it back. Some of you are like just in the background of your, you know, like in the back of your brain. You're thinking, if I just wait a little longer, maybe they'll come to their senses. Maybe they'll want me back. This is very much like a dark night of the soul where, you know, one of the many dark nights of the soul where you lose someone in your life in terms of like the loss of a relationship, a partnership. It's a partnership, you know? And that loss is almost very similar to a death, even though you still probably have to go to their home, maybe pick up kids or whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm not sure, but maybe some of you are saying, did they find their person? Are they dating someone that now I have to worry about even more, right? It's the hardest, it is. It's one, I shouldn't say the hardest. It's not the hardest, but it is like hard to comprehend that your ex is now dating again, and or they comprehend. I feel it's, well, this is like a match here. The King and Queen of Swords. So you may find out that they found someone and it could be weighing heavily on your mind, or vice versa. But I feel like this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is dating again. And you hear about it. right? Or you already knew it. You know what I mean? Like, take it however it resonates. Six of Pentacles. So now you kind of see, for some of you, Saggies, you kind of see, I mean, for some of you, it's like, oh, geez, now I don't have a chance. For others of you, you may say, wow, right? Now I see what maybe they wanted in a relationship, what this person, you may say it. Now, not everyone feels this way about their exes, but you may come to terms with the fact that, wow, okay, this person may just actually be a better fit. Now, that doesn't happen right away. It takes a minute. And either they're posting it on social media, or they're getting ready to post it on social media, or you are, or they already have, and it's upsetting. So they're single, out dating, out in the dating world. They're looking good. They're posting selfies, or you are, okay? You could be posting selfies, or that you're going here and there with this new person. But I kind of feel it's them, and that they really have moved on. I think the majority of what I'm feeling right now is the realization that someone has finally moved on. And even to the point where they're kind of enjoying their singlehood. They are. I'm sorry. They're going here and there. I say they because this seems to me like there's a king and queen of swords. So someone is, or you're getting ready to see your ex posting that they found somebody. And you're wondering, you may be wondering, how long this is going to last, right? How long this is going to last. So you're like the observer. I feel that you're the observer because you're hoping, some of you are hoping that this doesn't last long, and, they're going to come to the realization that they really do love you and that you really do mean the world to them. Not that you don't, but you know what I mean? It's like you're hoping that happens. Like that they kind of fall. Yeah, sorry, but I do feel that. I do. I feel like you may be hoping, yeah, this is only going to last for 2 weeks or 2 months, and then they're going to be coming back begging for me back, kind of vibe. And vice versa. So take it as, however your situation is, if this resonates, okay? I do feel that someone's dreaming. You're dreaming about this person. Yeah, you're like, yeah, it's only a matter of time before they leave this relationship. And you're just like, look I know this is a Leo card. I do. But it looks like you're like staring at this person and saying, I know this person's not going to stick around. I don't know if you know this person, but I think you're saying, yeah, it's only a matter of time before she leaves him or he leaves her, kind of vibe. Yeah. Because I already know that, first of all, you know that there may be competition, or you feel this is competition because you still want them back, for some of you. For others, you know that you know them right? Because we know our exes. We know all the idiosyncrasies. We've been there, done that, so to speak. So we know, Saggy, you may very well know that it's only a matter of time before the fights start, the same trajectory of what the relationship, how the relationship unraveled with you, may be the same with them. And or some of you may just be feeling really very like agitated. I feel this is like I'm agitated. I'm agitated. I didn't see it coming. And maybe, I think it was in July for sure that you find out who it is. And you may know them. It's like they're in your friends group. Yeah, it's like, I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time to the finish line, to where they're going to be coming back and begging for me to take them back. And there's no way I'm going to take them back. I'm going to be strong. Even if they want me back and they beg on their hands and knees, I'm just going to say no and I'm going to walk away. But are you? It'll show me in the next card. Oh. I'll tell you why. If you were with the hopes and or the intentions of trying to wait until their unhappiness happens and someone leaves them in a new relationship, or them you, I will tell you right now, you're deeply concerned about the children. I feel, Saggies, that if you were in this marriage and you guys have kids, there's the issue of children, or a child in particular. Their happiness means everything to you. The child may even say, and it happened to me, so I'm just saying, it's not, unlikely. The child may say, listen, this relationship with you and mom, or you and dad, whatever, is really toxic. I don't like who you turned out when you were with them. So a child may verbally say to you, Saggy, you're better off. I understand it. I get it. I know this child looks young, 7, 8, but children know better than adults sometimes because they feel more, they see more. They're on the outside looking in. They're involved, but they're resilient. They're like, I think you should move on and start your own life. That's what they're going to tell you. The devil, don't go back. A child may just tell you, I don't like how what's the word? Spirit? How you lost your identity to someone else. You became someone else when you were with mom or dad. And it wasn't pretty. So don't go back. I'm going to keep going. Yeah. Don't go back. Let it go. This child may help you say, let it go. Mom, dad, let it go. It was toxic. There was too much fighting going on. We couldn't handle it. These kids are smart. You've got one in particular that may be like one of those prodigies. You know what I mean? Maybe it's the oldest one. I mean, it would make sense. He's in cap and gown. You could have 2 or 3 kids and the oldest one, or it's the youngest, or maybe the oldest one says, listen, all of us kids have agreed. Maybe the oldest had a convo with the other two and said, listen, we're better off without mom or dad right now in our lives because we didn't like the way things were turning out. And we see it. Which, Saggies, if this is your kids telling you that, you know what? Or you're the kid telling your mom and dad you're better off without each other. We know you love each other still, but the relationship really wasn't good to begin with. Do you know what I mean? It's like the child has intervened. So, you know, you let it go. And you move on. And you find yourself in a place where if you don't now, you will find yourself in a place where you can pause and focus and hone in on what the children need and see this whole thing has transpired as a blessing. I'm not saying it's going to happen right now. Some of you it already has, because this has been happening. This has been going on for whomever I'm talking to. It's been going on for over a year, maybe 2. Going on 2 or something like that. So it's like, once you let it go, Saggies, completely, a new person comes in. Spirit just wants to know how strong you are. That's why the Strength card came out twice. Spirit just wants to know, how strong are you in your faith, believing that you're worthy of better? You only get better when you believe you deserve it. And nothing can stop you then. I don't know why I'm hearing those are lyrics. Nothing can stop me now. I don't know what song it is. You could chat GPT it. Nothing can stop me now. This came out twice. Where was it? It's not there. Is this the Knight? Hold on. Yeah, Knight of Cups twice. Look. There it is. Now you can move on. That's when the magic happens. That's when the blessings come in. When you're able to let it go. Let someone go. And that includes, the letting go includes, you know, having your ego say, I got, you know, I got hurt, without being mad about it, right? It's not easy. So let it go. So some of you may honestly think, you know, maybe I should take a break, a vacation. Maybe I should take my kids somewhere. Maybe I should do something. Yeah, I may just do that because I let it go. So in August, I do feel that you're going to say to yourself, okay, you know what? I've been through some major grieving, the stages of grieving, and maybe now I should take my own advice here with my card and just take a pause in life and don't try so hard and let things come to you. And in the meantime, maybe it's time to take a little vacation, take your kids, you know. this cycle is closed in August. For you to like say, okay, well, you know, I'm going to like think about what my next move is, where my life's going, where my life is headed. But I got to follow what my heart wants. I don't want to, I just want to follow my heart. So right now, family is more important. My family's, your children are the most important part of this whole thing. Whatever, that's why they say, they, meaning we have come to a consensus as a society that says what comes out of divorce, the best thing that comes out of divorce sometimes are the kids. Well, all times are the kids. And we have to honor that. We have to honor the next generations. Not in a sense of they're any better, but in the sense of, you know, it's like you got to give these kids a lot of, they're resilient, you know. They're telling us that we don't want you to suffer. We don't want our parents to be in pain. They're saying that. So whatever karmic ending closes up, it's the kids that you're focusing on. And of course, you're working on establishing a strong, you know, rebuilding a strong foundation with your family, with your kids. It could be also with your side of the family, right? Bringing the kids into your side of the family, doing things together, maybe going to, you know, taking them to the zoo, taking them to the park, taking them to an amusement park, whatever, you know? It's always about the kids. Isn't that what we see going on out there? It's protecting the children. And that, Saggies, is what you intend to do. You know? And make that money. And then guess what, Saggies? You know, maybe you meet a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn at your work. Someone comes in at your work. Or it could be a new boss. Well, you don't want to do that. You know, I'm not telling you what to do. But I do think, let's see who this Queen of Pentacles is before we have another issue on hand. I feel like you're really overworked. Some of you are really overworked. And not sleeping. Okay, that not sleeping came out twice. 9 of Swords. So it's not only your ex is not sleeping, but either are you. And some of you, it's overwork. It's just like maybe just working all, you know, pulling all-nighters. You know what I mean? Yeah, look. You could have a boss that's like, you know, a slave driver. Right? Needing to... It's not like you don't make your goal. You meet your goals. You have financial abundance for sure here. You know, as long as you stay out of your headspace, you know, you're good to go. See, because your headspace is going to get you in a low vibration of lack. So if you keep focusing on what you lost, what you don't have, you know, your ex, if you let your past absorb you, it's going to affect every part of your life. So let that go. Let it go. So that you see no lack. No lack. There's no lack. And there's a difference between needing and a difference between wanting. A need, I need money. That's lack. I need to make my sales. I need to make my quota. That's lack. I know I'm going to make my money, and I know that I'm worthy of having it all. And I want to have a new healthy relationship that's going to be good for me and add value in my life. And that could be what you're working on right now, is getting out of this negative thought thinking. It's like the spin. I've said it to a couple of signs this month for August. It's like you're stuck in the spin cycle. I can't get out of my head. You've got to get out of your head. Because you have the energy of having it all, but your head is playing tricks on you. Maybe your boss is asking you to do more than, or, spend more hours selling or whatever. Do you know what I mean? But once you believe that you can do it, there's no, look at this. Look at what just fell out. Just like that. Abundance. The 9 of Pentacles. So the only thing in your life that you need to focus in on right now, Saggy, is valuing yourself and knowing that you are all that you need to be and always have been. And what you've gone through was a test of your strength, of your love for yourself. So, keeping yourself, keeping your energy. I know your energy is at a 9. Mentally, you're at an 8, and you have it twice, or they do too. They're going through a similar vibration of, nightmares, not having enough, not meeting the quotas that you need at work, not seeing yourself as like the queen, and the 9 of Pentacles. You have a lot of 9s. You have 7, 8, 9, but you're not at the 10 yet, right? Or did you get the 10? Hold on. We have the Tower. So, hold on. You have like 4 9s. So you're at the end, and you have some 8s, okay? And then you jump to the 13. Yeah. So your new beginning, actually in August, which is not ironic because it makes total sense now, because you have 7, 8, 9, but you don't have the 10. You have 6 also, sorry. Here's 6. Okay? So you have 6, 7, 8, 9. You're at the finish line, just like that. This card shows that you're at the finish line. It's the page. Gosh, we have a lot of cards here, Saggies. Here it is. Nope. Hold on. Gosh, we do. I'm so sorry. Just bear with me. We saw the flag at the finish line, right? But for some reason, they want me to show it to you yeah, it's right here. Okay. You're at the finish line, okay? And I know you want it, done. You want it, you want to, move on, forget about it all. You want to make your money. You don't want to have to worry about all this stuff. But, you're going to have to go through the motions of, for some of you, feeling, you know, there's going to be days, there's good days and bad days, you know, after getting like fully healed. There's good days and bad days. All right, hold on now, because now I have to take a deep breath. So I'm going to say this. It's going to sound weird, but I hear it. I do think that if you and your ex with the kids, right? And you bought another house. Oh, here's the strength again. Sorry. I thought I saw the strength twice. Well, we did now. Okay. If you and your ex, you got the kids and you have to exchange time to see each other or whatever. You see the kids or your ex sees the kids. Excuse me. I do feel as if you may still have a little sliver of animosity where you're saying to your ex, don't come in my house. I do feel that you're not letting your ex come in the house. I feel like you're telling them, you stay outside and I'll get the kids, they're ready. And that's just a little like, you know, it feels good to you to bark a little order, you know, like to still have some control. Let's put it that way, right? Yeah. I don't want any problems, but you can't come in. All right, so this King of Pentacles meets the Queen. So I will tell you right now, if you just wait a little longer, within the next 7 weeks, oh, look at 2 sevens. Within the next 7 weeks, up to 7 weeks, you may definitely encounter someone who's really a really good match for you. And you could meet them at work. And the reason I say that is because I feel that some of you are worried. 2 sevens is worry. Worried that you're not going to meet someone and that your ex has someone, and it seems like every time you turn around, someone's got someone else, right? And you feel very left out. Well, once you completely let things go, give yourself time to heal. You got to give yourself time to heal because you don't want to take any residual into a new relationship. I do feel a new relationship is coming in. Okay, I do. But you really have to keep it, you know, if you're offering, again, if you're offering your ex, the mother of your children, anything at all, it's going to be a no, just saying. Or if they say something, it's a no. So be mindful. If you're trying to get back with your ex in some way, shape, or form, it's a no. You may not even care. Oh, someone may get married quick. Oh, okay, got it. So guess what? If it's not you, your ex may be planning to get married. It's kind of, well, I know I said it before, and it's a heavy burden, right? Because I think that you are probably, without question, you didn't see that one coming. And you may not think this person's good for them, for sure. And you may verbally tell them, Ace of Swords. You may tell them, you're making a big mistake. Or they're telling you. Yeah. Okay. It's deep. This is really a deep read. But you're still Saggies. I love you guys. You're still trying to get past this. And that's why the energy is lingering on in the relationship with your ex in my reads. Because you're still just, you need that star. Being hopeful. There's been a point in time where, yeah, you lose hope. For sure, that someone out there could probably even compare, which you can't help but compare because it's human nature. But maybe just think about it first that's probably what you shouldn't be doing, is thinking about how this person is in comparison to you, why they chose them and not you. Do you know what I mean? If you take that route, or they're thinking it, I feel it's you. You really don't want to be part of that spin cycle. And there is codependency here, without question. I didn't need to pull it it's very obvious that it's a very difficult, especially when you spend, a long time with someone and you have kids, I don't know, it's just, and now it's like, if you're going to still continue to be tit for tatting with your ex, you got to really think about why you're doing this stuff. I know you're angry. So let's really try to get our hearts back healed. Try to open our hearts back again and slay a new relationship without being, dare I say, without being a dick or a bitch with your ex. Because your ego's hurt. Oh, look, they all just fell. So your ego's hurt. I mean, that was a clear indication that you're like, I'm pissed and I want them to know it. My ego's really hurt. You may not even think it's your ego. Moving. There you go. Saggies. If you haven't moved already, you're in the process of moving. It is a relo, right? We're relocating, we're moving. I don't think you're moving out of state. I do feel like you're getting a new home. Some of you are getting a new home. It's a whole new chapter in your life. If you have already done it, you're kicking your ex to the curb and saying you can't come in. I do feel that hugely. And don't forget, the devil is in the root chakra. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, temptation, right? That's the root chakra. It's the sacral and solar plexus. So kind of keep it. This is for you to rise up to a 5D level of, I love you. I will always love you. I send you light. I send you love, but I'm finding my own way now. And I am going to work on myself. I'm going to meditate. I may even go to a spa retreat, a spiritual retreat, right? I may decide to take a trip to, a Buddhist camp or whatever. I don't know. Now they're telling me ayahuasca, whatever. I do not, tell people what to do or not, but maybe that's what you need to do. I don't know. But what is going to come out of all of this is you're going to clear your sacral. Some of you, your sacral's blocked, and clear it so that you can ascend. And moving on in every way of that being a Kundalini rising. So you can see blessings in your life. So you can move on for real. So that we can have, you know, you've had a couple of reads in between this last almost 2 years of finding a new partner, or you're dating or whatever and thinking this is the person. So I think I'm just going to say, as a suggestion, Saggies, for being out in the dating world and you're wanting to date and find someone too, I do recommend that you don't see every date as the one, because there's codependency here. All right. I love you guys. All right. Take care. Let me know how you're doing.